The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended to be a resource for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello, and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. In today's episode, we will be discussing the importance of building resilience in children and providing tips for parents and caregivers. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and cope with life's challenges. It's an essential life skill that helps children develop into healthy, happy, and successful adults. In today's episode, we'll be sharing some tips that can help parents and anyone who works with kids and influencing them and is responsible for their well-being and their education. So the first tip is to encourage what's called a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities can be developed through hard work and dedication. So encouraging a growth mindset can help children see challenges as opportunities for growth and as opportunities for learning rather than insurmountable obstacles to shy away from. So our beliefs and our attitudes strongly affect what we want and what we go for and how persistent and how willing we are to learn and to step up to the challenges. So it allows us to learn from criticism and instead of avoiding it, and put in efforts as a way, constructive criticism that is, and to put in efforts as a way to get better at things. The opposite of this, by the way, is the fixed mindset, where anyone who embraces this mindset would rather preserve their ego than try their hand at anything from fear of looking bad, for not being good at it, or failing, or being made fun of. But they would rather just sit on the sidelines and then criticize others or be jealous of other people's success who actually are jumping into the arena and going and facing and conquering challenges, even at the risk of failure. So anyways, the second tip is to foster a sense of autonomy. Giving children choices and allowing them to make decisions can help them develop a sense of autonomy and build their confidence. If we make all the decisions for them at all the times, how can they learn to make their own decisions? Encouraging them to take ownership of their actions, and then so they can also get the taste of making decisions, iterating and seeing the consequences. And bottom line, encouraging children to take ownership of their actions can help them develop problem-solving skills and become more resilient. It helps them work out their decision-making muscle, so to say. The third tip is to model healthy coping strategies. In other words, be the example. Children learn by example, so it's important to model healthy coping strategies when facing adversity. If you have the wrong responses at all times and they're watching you do this day in and day out and for months, for years, that's obviously going to have an effect. Seeing you have a healthy response to things and how you handle things. So this can include practicing mindfulness, exercise, and seeking support from others. You probably heard the saying, what you do speaks so loudly, I can hear what you are saying. So you can't just be sitting there telling them something and you're doing something else. The fourth tip is to encourage healthy relationships. Associations, relationships, friendships, all of these are very, very important, and they have big influence on us even as an adult, let alone, children. So building healthy relationships can help children develop strong support systems that can help them weather difficult times. Encouraging children to communicate effectively, listen effectively, and show empathy towards others can help them develop healthy relationships and build resilience. Again, this is a perfect area where we can be an example, and even with our interactions with them, and then with our interactions with others and with life in general. The fifth and final tip I will share today is to foster a sense of purpose. Helping children develop a sense of purpose can provide them with a sense of direction. It can help them with a sense of motivation. So encouraging children to pursue their interests, explore their passions, and contribute to their communities can help them build resilience, a sense of purpose, and have impact and be relevant. We all want to be relevant, and that starts from early. Building resilience in children is key, an important aspect of parenting and caregiving. So, by encouraging a growth mindset, fostering a sense of autonomy, modeling healthy coping strategies, encouraging healthy relationships, and fostering a sense of purpose, parents and caregivers can give children a way to develop resilience and to thrive. Again, by modeling, by an example, and all of these other things I mentioned. So, as always, thank you for tuning into the Resilience Across Borders podcast. We do hope you enjoyed these tips and have been or will be helpful to you. Join us next time for more tips and actionable steps, especially towards building resilience. As always, remember to stay aware, stay grateful, be resilient, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Take care.